Did you know that Super Mario 64 only has around 183 sound effects? Depending on what you know and what games you've played, that might seem like a lot or too little. I think it's a really interesting number considering the entirety of Mario 64 has to fit within an 8 megabyte limit. To put that into perspective, this 1080p desktop background is also 8 megabytes. On May 19th, 2021, I found where the Super Mario 64 PC port stores its sound effects. Perfectly readable by any modern audio tool. I don't know, I guess I thought it'd be harder. I then had a genius idea, and the next day, I announced it to my friend group server, otherwise known as the SAC Clan. Yahoo! Wahoo! Yahoo! I'm backwards long jumping over here. Hi, everybody. It's me, Mario, yet again. Let me get a little closer to the camera. Look at these trees look like shit. Please, just tell me what's going on there. Like, that just looks, like, gross. You got, like, Minecraft trees going on. How about I have all the people of the SAC Clan server record different parts of this audio? We have one guy as Mario, we have one guy as Peach, one guy as Bowser, but that's not all. What we're gonna do next will blow your mind. All the sound effects, the instruments, everything that makes a sound in the game will be something just spoken by us. Okay, peace out. I'm gonna, fucking die. Over the next few weeks, we got to work. The first sound effects I tried to replace were Mario's, of course, as I wanted to knock his audio out early, and I also figured that it would be a really immediate way to check that I was doing something right. So I had a simple recording session with my friend, and a few other peers there for second opinions.
Okay. 0A. Here we go! That was so bad!
And I replaced all of Mario's audio. This is when I hit my first snag. For some unknown reason, certain audio files for Mario were causing segmentation faults in the builder. In other words, it was causing the builder to fail midway through. I couldn't exactly figure out what was so different about these files compared to the ones that weren't crashing the builder. At first I thought maybe it was the sample rate, because the new clips were a higher quality than the ones that were originally made for the game. So I lowered the sample rate. No dice. I dug around for some help in the official PC Port Discord server, and I got contacted by a guy named Putis Demand. I was admittedly a little hesitant to hand over all of my audio files, because,
So long,
Eventually I just sent him the audio files and said, "Hey, don't mind these being vulgar, I just let the guy do whatever," and he delivered. He said no problem, and then showed me that he got them working somehow. He told me that he used an app called Switch Audio Converter, not related to the Nintendo Switch, by the way. So I tracked down this app, tried it for myself, and it was still throwing build errors. I sat on this problem for 5 days, but then I got bored and decided to add literally 1 byte worth of silence to one of the offending audio files. And as if it were magic, unfortunately, Putis Demand's help was not actually needed. But if you're watching this video, I still thank you immensely for trying to find a solution to my problem. I probably would have given up on this pack if it weren't for that, so thanks a bunch for reaching out. After Mario's voice was solved, I went in and personally voiced every single drum instrument. I believe this comprised less than half of the total instrument sounds, so I felt confident that this wouldn't take away spotlight from other people. For those who don't know, Mario 64's music is not streamed like a typical video game nowadays. Instead, the way it works is closer to a MIDI file. As such, every single instrument that you hear can be modified. I'm sure you can find much better resources to educate you about this thing than me. Back to the sound pack though. After replacing the drums, I moved on to the rest of the instruments. I figured this would actually be the bulk of our work and probably have the longest lasting impression, so it was important that I knocked this out as early as I could. Over the next few weeks, I would bring in my friends for recording sessions where they would imitate the instruments. We would mostly use the first take, but if there were some problems, we weren't afraid to re-record. Eventually, we had quite a few of the instruments replaced, but there was one major issue. Instruments that were intended to loop weren't looping. I had suspected that this would be an issue from the very start, but I didn't really realize that it was even present until I entered Peach's Secret Slide. The first thing I tried was opening up the original game's samples in Goldwave. Goldwave is very useful, but I mostly know it because I had to install it to fix a problem with one of my Half-Life 2 sound packs. There's like one sound in that whole game that uses Goldwave loop points. It's the sound of RPG rockets flying. Audacity can't read these loop points, so I assumed that there was also something similar going on with Mario 64. And there was. Look at these little triangles. Those are markers labeled start and end, and Goldwave can apparently read them. So I thought it was as simple as adding these loop point markers to my own audio files, but it's never that simple. Even the audio files with markers were refusing to loop. At first I tried to contact Pootis Demand for this, but sadly this was even beyond his expertise. This was troubling and demotivating, so I went to my good friend REB. I send her one of the instrument samples that's supposed to loop, and of course I send her the original Mario 64 counterpart, and she pops it open in her favorite waveform editor, SoundForge. And thank God for that being her favorite, because the real loop information is actually accessible by SoundForge. All the control values for how this instrument is supposed to loop and sustain itself is stored inside the sample, and SoundForge can thankfully access it. So I run through all of the instruments, and I just fix the loops. I will say, I can understand why she calls it the best waveform audio editor in the world. SoundForge has this amazing feature that I don't think I've seen in any other tool, called the Loop Tuner, and it was the key to getting absolutely seamless loops for all the instruments. It's incredible how this thing works. Now that I had looping samples cracked, pretty much everything about audio was starting to become trivial. The only real obstacle in my way at this point was getting people to record the audio files. Things did get a bit stagnant, so I decided to take on some new challenges. I began replacing a couple of textures. I then moved on to replacing text. I figured things were going to get a little stale at some point, so I stopped messing with it after a certain point. I also wanted to preserve the look of Mario 64 because I really like these graphics. There was one image in particular that I was asked to replace a texture with. We'll get back to that soon. The last thing I replaced before the sound pack was completely finished was the Super Mario 64 logo model at the very beginning of the game. It took me a bit of time and effort to get used to the way things were supposed to be exported through Blender, and the very weird way you actually insert your geometry into the game is, well, less than ideal. But none of that really mattered once I got it in-game. After the next few days, we topped off the sound effects, and the pack was ready. Ladies, gentlemen, women, children, mutants, invertebrates. Now is the time to rejoice. I'm here in this legendary location, the Eternal Star. Run around it, and you suddenly unlock Luigi. Well, the actual reason I'm over at this Eternal Star right now is to tell you that the sack pack for Super Mario 64 has finally been completed. Shigeru Miyamoto has allowed us the funding of the Japanese government. He's pulled us a few strings. This new project is called The Revolution 2, rough Japanese translation. That's right, will be streaming this to you. Come one, come all, because this time, as Shigeru Miyamoto has personally told me, rough Japanese translation, when the Sack Clan stands up for what's right, and what's fair, and most importantly, what's fucking funny, the revolution will be televised.
Let's go!
I really have no idea how anybody has the patience to hack this game, let alone the original Nintendo 64 release. The hoops I had to jump through to get this project off the ground, the things I had to learn and endure and experiment with, it gives me a lot of newfound respect for the people who make mods for this game, and the people who decompiled this game and reconstructed its source code. All this shit is just beyond even imagining for me. So I want to give massive props to the Mario 64 modding community for just figuring all this stuff out, going through all that trial and error that I've just barely scraped the surface of for this project. I just cannot believe the amazing stuff that people do with this game. On May 31st, 2021, we got to witness the Sack Pack in all of its glory. What you're about to see is only a fraction of the footage I got.
That is no way!
And the red shirt. I didn't get the whole costume, but I got this at GameStop. They came in clutch. He's like a goblin.
What?
It's horrific what you can do to this guy.
It's a penis. It's a dildo.
Yep.
Max, you look like a word I can't say right now. The crowd.
Oh my god, is that the main theme? What happened? What happened to the theme select?
We were like slightly off key or something, or like I don't know. It's just there's something like slightly off about it.
Important person's here, that's all that matters.
Yeah, Vlad.
Dear
Oh.
Mario, please come to the castle. Here's my snatch for you. Yours truly, Princess Toad.
Oh my god, man, is that you?
Yeah.
What about it?
Oh my god.
Turn this up.
Oh my god, that sounds like my alarm. I don't like that.
Shut your fucking car up, dude!
This gives me like actual anxiety in the fucking that sound.
Ah,
Like, I
that was
need
so
to get
scary. There was
Come on,
someone screaming.
it's time to wake up.
No, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. 5 more minutes.
Oh my god.
Kazuraka's like,
Boom! 9/11 was a terrible thing that happened on September 11, 2001, when a plane crashed into the Twin Towers, causing a ruckus and destroying a lot. It killed tons of boys, girls, and children. I wonder if any of the terrorists were caught. What's up, ladies and gentlemen of BitChute? Laka2988 here, coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. This little Italian prick just came in from nowhere. We caught him popping out of that little green pipe back there. You know, it kind of reminds me of the pipes from Super Mario or Flappy Bird. Anyway, we don't know what this dude is up to. Looks like some kind of heist. We are monitoring the situation very closely. In the meantime, this is a good opportunity to get some hot camera angles. Like, okay, this dude's probably up to no good, but he does have a pretty big ass. I think it'd be funny if we got some close-ups on it. Of it. Joke in the trunk! Know what I mean? Sorry. Goodbye. You like the waterfall from hell?
Wait, what am I?
That's like 4 of us screaming. The birds are literally it's my birds and then it's Red's bird.
That's why you're recording the bird sounds.
That's Vlad. The laugh.
that's Vlad.
It's so pitch dark.
Alright.
That's all of us. That's so awesome.
Watch out, you're right in the middle of a war zone. Unfortunately, no bunkers are in sight. So when the nukes drop, it's game over. Maybe go talk to gay little Bob-omb over by the cannon. He'll say his gay little quip and do his gay little noise and you'll love it. Hey, dumbass, get out of the line of fire. You want to be cream pied by a straight jizz bomb? Those black Bob-ombs have huge cocks. You ever see that Smosh Cannon penis video? Awesome shit.
It's like canon.
Hey, shitbrains. This place isn't safe for fat fucks like you, so listen to me. Cross those 2 bridges up ahead and watch for falling jizz bombs. The big asshole at the top of the mountain has a monster cock. You're not going to believe how big that thing is. I'm sure you don't want to get fucked hard right now, so talk to us for advice.
Alright.
Oh, he is Italian.
Beware of cussing. Extreme danger. This dude is profane. He's like, fuck. It's so messed up. I'm going to be sick just writing about this. Please, if you can, make the swearing stop. Get this guy out of here, please.
Oh my god.
You're going to stop me? You really think you could just do that? You're so tiny. Your arms are like little cigarettes. I bet I could smoke you. I could roast you even. And then you'd love it. You text me I love you, then I'd fucking ghost you. Do your worst, you little mustache freak. Mid-chub, cheeks out, I'm fucking prepared.
Oh, the boss theme.
What? I've been out jizzed by a little pepperoni pinwheel such as yourself, no less. This is impossible. You may have creamed me this time, but have fun tackling Bowser's ass. He's bigger, girthier, and so much more potent. Sperm like you wouldn't believe. But I did make a promise. Enjoy your extra length, Mario. Check ignition and may God's love be with you, my friend.
My friend.
That's like a David Bowie moment.
Nice music.
Here we go!
Here we go!
Chop off Womp's cock.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Wait, we gotta hear the lullaby. Oh, what is that?
That's me doing the lullaby.
Oh my god.
Sounds like a turtle. Like, have you ever seen the tortoise orgasm?
The turtle that's fucking the shoe.
It's like, no, I'm just thinking. Well, I mean that's probably the same kind of thing.
That is hideous.
It is quite hideous.
So everybody.
Foot.
What the hell?
Hey, what was it called?
Good job with the quick.
Quick.
A race is basically a foot job.
No, sounding.
Ew. There's something wrong with you.
Hey, stud. Oh my god.
Heard you beat up that big dude at the top of the mountain.
Ew.
I bet you're cute. Oh, and I bet you're cute.
wrong with you?
Oh my god.
You're sick.
Ew.
You're sick.
This is for a mature audience. Oh my
That's right.
Who did that?
That was
that was
Chris.
me going, yo!
The whistle is just spot on.
He's not fat.
Okay.
Ew.
Oh,
Max would get a fucking. He'd get in trouble if he read that.
Yeah.
He'd be on a list.
The background music kind of sounds like the Four Peters.
Jewel Mountain.
That was some Family Guy lore.
Yeah.
That was like, you need to be a high level Family Guy friend.
How do I turn down the stream?
Right click and stream volume.
No, don't kill him, baby. Come on.
I'm not gonna kill him, I'm gonna take him.
That's the plan. That's fine. He's all the penguins. Or no, I don't know if he's all the penguins.
He is.
I am.
Make it stop.
Can't get over.
Jewel Mountain.
I need a ringtone of that noise.
Blue coins.
That is Sarah doing the whistle, and I don't think she could have gotten it.
What?
Yeah, there's a secret there.
Yeah, it's like, how are you even supposed to know that was there?
The coins lead to it.
I remember always quitting at the race as a kid. It was hard.
Yeah, it's too hard.
Too hard for me. I had to stop. I was like, fuck this, I'm playing like GoldenEye. It's a better game anyways.
Well, now we gotta do GoldenEye next.
Jewel Mountain!
Jewel Mountain become a racist. Just want you to look at this. Become a racist. I didn't modify this guy.
Okay.
I didn't expect it to be so loud.
It's like a gunshot.
Well, the original sound is a gunshot,
It's
so.
like a giant noisy ass
First death of many. Quench 2 of those.
Oh, but he didn't get 2 of them.
Yeah.
Fail.
You lose one star because it takes you back one way or another.
Those Max.
Oh, here it
Those
is.
him
That
doing
that
his
shit would
best.
get you in trouble in fucking high school.
I saved him.
Stupid.
Ew! What was the fart?
That's the flamethrowers.
Who did it?
So gross.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't replace Bowser.
Yeah.
Bowser looks so
Ah, damn it. This is what I mean when I say it's really hard.
There we go.
I also have the batteries in this. Is there no? Oh.
Oh my god.
You have a bra button?
Yeah, Sarah got it for me on Christmas.
Mr. Beast in the cavern? Who the fuck is Who is Mr. Beast?
He's so you.
I don't know, but he's in the cavern.
He's got a burger, you can get it raw.
Yeah, you get.
You can get it raw.
Is that called Nessie?
I don't care what he's called.
Corey,
That's rude.
what are you eating?
That's some Mexican food. It's got chicken and shrimp.
Show me. Alright, I took a bite. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, I'll put like eat moment text over it or something. I'm wearing it right now.
Who did the boo?
That was what? Scariest music in Mario. Jesus Christ. Ah, wait, what order is it? Forgot. God damn it. I think it's this one. And this one.
Who the fuck is that sound?
I don't know. They think the new games give you too many fucking 1-ups? Dude, this game gave me like 13 1-ups and I'm not even good at it. Only like 5 hours. It's 4 minutes 44 seconds.
I managed to beat an entire game in that time.
Jesus Christ, that's so
Alright, we have to watch the staff roll, by the way.
Cunt. The power of the sex is restored to my cooch. And it's all thanks to you, boss. Fuck you, boss.
Wow, that was like, oh.
Here we go! Listen, everyone. Gang bang.
Oh, let's gang bang. This dickhead.
It just reuses the first caption for some reason. The staff roll is, oh my god.
It's the Super Mario version of Walter White. Fucking when... Walter White.
Thank you so much for your
Oh my
support,
god.
Chris!
Oh my god.
Dude, ew, back! Oh my god! Ew! What
That was like the setup to the longest joke.
God, what a game.